drill bit spinning backward is one of those shop mistakes almost everybody makes sooner or later. You chuck up a bit, you pull the trigger, press it into the work, and something feels wrong. The drill sounds normal, the bit is turning, you're applying pressure, yet the hole barely gets deeper. Maybe you get a little dust, maybe the bit gets hot, maybe it just polishes a tiny spot on the surface. The question is simple: what actually happens when a drill bit spins backward?
To understand the answer, it helps to understand what a drill bit is really doing. A twist drill is not scraping material away. It is not punching through. It is a cutting tool. The sharp edges at the tip are designed to slice material into small chips. Those chips travel up the spiral flutes and out of the hole. Every part of the drill bit geometry is designed around that cutting action happening in one specific direction. If you look closely at the tip of a drill bit, you'll see that the cutting edges are angled. Behind those cutting edges is relief. That relief allows the sharp edge to contact the material while the rest of the bit stays slightly clear. The cutting edge does the work. The material gets sliced away. The chips are carried out. Everything works together as a system. When the drill spins in the correct direction, the cutting edges lead. They attack the material at the intended angle. The bit pulls itself into the work slightly and continuously forms chips. Those chips are evidence that actual cutting is taking place. Whether you're drilling wood, aluminum, plastic, or steel, chips are usually a sign that the bit is doing what it was designed to do. When the drill spins backward, all of that geometry is working against you. The cutting edges are no longer leading. Instead of slicing into the material, they begin rubbing across the surface. The relief that normally stays out of the way is now facing the wrong direction. The bit is still rotating, but the cutting action has largely disappeared. That doesn't mean absolutely nothing happens. In softer materials, you may still remove a little material through abrasion. Wood fibers may tear loose. Plastic may wear away. The bit may slowly grind its way into the surface, but it is no longer cutting efficiently. It is rubbing more than cutting. One of the easiest places to see this is in wood. Drill a hole in a scrap piece of pine with the drill turning forward. The bit quickly produces shavings and pulls itself into the wood. The hole forms rapidly. Now reverse the drill and try again. The bit still spins, the wood still makes contact, but the progress is dramatically slower. Instead of cleaning shavings, you often get fine dust. The bit may wander. The surface may become polished. You can still make some progress, but the difference is obvious. That heat is one of the biggest problems with reverse rotation. Cutting removes material. Rubbing creates heat. The hotter the bit gets, the harder life becomes for the cutting edges. Excessive heat can dull the bit. It can discolor the surface. It can make drilling even more difficult once you switch back to the correct direction. The effect becomes even more dramatic in metal. A properly sharpened drill bit cutting steel produces small chips. You can hear the cutting action. The bit advances steadily. Reverse the rotation, and those chips largely disappear. The bit may squeal. It may skate across the surface. Heat starts building quickly. Instead of concentrating energy into cutting, the drill is wasting energy through friction. This is why a drill spinning backward often feels like it should be working, but isn't. The motor is running. The chuck is turning. The bit is touching the material. Everything appears normal from a distance. The problem is happening at the cutting edge, where you can't easily see it. The geometry simply isn't designed to cut in that direction. A good microscope shot makes this easy to understand. Under magnification, the cutting edges look more like tiny machine tools than simple pieces of steel. You can clearly see that one edge is intended to lead, while the other surfaces support the cutting process. Reverse the rotation, and those relationships are reversed. The bit is now trying to work from the wrong side of its own geometry. Another thing you'll notice is the lack of chip evacuation. Drill bits depend on those spiral flutes to carry chips out of the hole. In forward rotation, the chips naturally move up the flutes. In reverse rotation, very few chips are created in the first place. The flutes are no longer doing the job they were designed to do, because the cutting action that feeds them has almost disappeared. This is also why beginners sometimes mistake rubbing for cutting. They see dust. They see a shiny spot. The bit is making noise. Something is happening. But actual drilling is about controlled chip formation. If the bit isn't producing chips, especially in metal, it usually isn't cutting efficiently. Of course, reverse rotation still has a purpose. Manufacturers don't put a forward and reverse switch on drills just for fun. Reverse is extremely useful for removing screws and bolts. It allows the drill to back fasteners out rather than drive them in. Reverse is also handy when a bit becomes jammed and needs to be backed out of a hole. Sometimes reversing briefly can help clear a problem before continuing forward. There is also a special category of drill bits called left-hand drill bits. These are intentionally manufactured to cut in reverse. Their geometry is mirrored from a standard drill bit. The cutting edges, relief angles, and flutes are all designed around reverse rotation. They are commonly used when removing broken bolts and studs. A left-hand bit spinning backward is actually spinning in its intended cutting direction. That's an important distinction. The problem isn't that reverse rotation is somehow bad. The problem is using a standard drill bit in a direction it was never designed to operate. In a shop setting, accidentally leaving the drill in reverse happens more often than people admit. Maybe you just backed out a screw. Maybe someone borrowed the drill and changed the direction. Maybe your thumb hit the switch without you noticing. Suddenly the drill won't drill, and it takes a moment to realize what's happening. This is why you will often see workers goose the drill gun trigger to see which direction the bit is turning. If you try to drill in reverse in soft materials, you can often switch the drill gun to the correct direction and continue drilling. In hard materials, the damage to the cutting edge can be quick, and the drill may have to be resharpened to continue drilling with it. That's the lesson from this shop-proven experiment.
Next time a drill suddenly seems weak, dull, or incapable of making a hole, don't blame the bit right away. Take a quick look at the direction switch on the drill motor. Sometimes the entire problem comes down to one simple fact. The drill bit is spinning backwards. Thanks for watching. I've got more to come.